Hello, sir. My name is Akil Hafiz Hakim bin Muhammad, and today I will be present about the news bulletin news manual project. And my ID number is 012020072802. Okay. So, the ANI Daily News. The news today is about entertainment. Taylor Swift scored her honorary doctorate from New York University today. So, on Wednesday, Taylor Swift had received an honorary doctor from New York University and reminded graduates that everything will be fine, referencing her smash track, Shake It Off. Moreover, Swift encouraged the students to take advantage of their opportunities. Life can be heavy, especially if you try to carry everything at once. All your grudges, all your updates, you get to choose what gets priority in your life. I have some wonderful news for you. It's totally up to you at the graduation ceremony in Yankee Stadium. She continued, I have some terrible news. It's completely up to you. She applauds the graduates for rising to the challenge of going to college in the midst of a pandemic. She had remarked, never be ashamed of striving because effortlessness is a myth. Besides, Taylor Swift was one of 3 people honored by the university with honorary. So for the blue, this blue is about the past perfect tense. Taylor Swift had received an honorary doctor from New York University. And the red was a transition signal, and this green was about the subject verb agreement, and the yellow talk about the present perfect tense. I have some wonderful news for you, and I have some terrible news. And the green is about subject verb agreement. She applauds the graduates for rising to the challenge of going to college in the midst of a pandemic. And the blue one is about the past perfect tense. She had remarked, never be ashamed of striving because effortlessness is a myth. And the red one is besides was a transition signal. And for the second article is about education, is the more on establishing a special committee for sexual harassment and bullying. So in Petaling Jaya, according to Dr. Razzi Jidin, a special committee has been established within KPM to strengthen procedures for complaints of sexual harassment and bullying in educational institution. Dr. Habibah Abdurahi, who is the former Education Director General, had been named chairman of the special committee that will investigate such situation, according to the education minister. So the committee encompasses of 8 people with diverse professional backgrounds and substantial expertise. Former senior government officials, educators, and NGO leaders are among them. In addition, he had wrote on his Facebook page, I appreciate your willingness to assist KPM on 19th May. According to Razzi, the special committee is one of KPM's way to solve sexual harassment and bullying situation in educational institutions under the ministry's jurisdiction. Not only he was confident that his special committee will be able to assist KPM in conducting in-depth investigation, but also believe that it will recommend suitable action plans to handle incidents of bullying and sexual harassment among students. So for the indicator, for the yellow one, a special committee has been established within KPM is for present perfect tense. And meanwhile, the blue one had been named chairman of the special committee is for the past present perfect tense. And the committee encompasses of 8 people with diverse professional background and substantial expertise is for subject-verb agreement. And in addition is for transition signal. And the blue one he had wrote on his Facebook page was for past perfect tense. And the green one, it will recommend suitable action plans to handle incidents of bullying and sexual harassment among students, is for subject-verb agreement. Okay, for the next article is about crime. 3 men were charged for manslaughter in a hotel. So, in Tuesday, May 14, 2022, Kuala Lumpur, a trio had been charged today in a magistrate court for slaughtering a man last week at a hotel in Bukit Bintang. Encik T, Muniswaran S. Katharalvelo and Zulbihar Ali were all charged with the murder of S. Prabha, 49 years old, on the 3rd of May at Hotel Capital, Jalan Bulan. Apart from this, they will face the death penalty if found guilty of murder, due to the case would be considered by the High Court. Magistrate Wong Chai Sia took no plea. The court has scheduled a hearing for July 13. The trio were not represented, while the prosecution was represented by Furlani Kaur, a deputy public prosecutor. The man has been found dead in a hotel room with a bullet to his forehead. According to the officers, according to Kuala Lumpur Police Commissioner Azmi Abu Qasim, the man has been shot to death after a drug deal went awry. He informs the reporter that they discovered the man in his room with 3 other people. Azmi stated the victim has 13 past arrests for narcotics, homicide, and abdication. Okay, so for the indicators we got here is a trio had been charged today in a magistrate court for slaughtering a man last week at a hotel in Bukit Bintang, was a past perfect tense. And the red one, apart from this, was a transition signal. And the green one, they will face the death penalty if found guilty of murder, is the subject-verb agreement. And due to the red one is transition signal. Wong Chai Sia took no plea was a subject-verb agreement. The court has scheduled a hearing for July 13. The trio were not represented, is for present perfect tense, and while is for the transition signal. And the man has been found dead in a hotel room with a bullet to his forehead, is past perfect present perfect tense. Same to the man has been shot to death after a drug deal went awry. And the green one, he informs the reporters that they discovered the man in his room with 3 other people, is the subject-verb agreement. And the last one, the blue one, is Azmi stated the victim had 13 past arrests for narcotics, homicide, and education. The blue one is the past perfect tense. Okay, that's all for me, sir. Thank you very much.